Mr. Barrett, I found that about a year and a half. You know, you don't have your tap shoes on, right?
No, I got them inside the studio though. You'll see something in a minute.
All right, because we got 3 o'clock class.
Yeah, we got 3 o'clock class. So you can come
You
on
said
in.
this is an advanced class.
Yeah, this is the advanced class. This the folks that got a little something they want to do.
So your organization is M.A.D.D Rhythms.
Yeah, M.A.D.D Rhythms.
Where you get that name
from? It stands for Making a Difference Dancing Rhythm. So when you put it all together, that's simply what it means. I use tap dancing as a way to make a difference.
Oh, I thought you were some angry brother.
Well, you know, that's what people say. Well, why are you so mad?
Yeah, right.
Upset beats.
But say that again. M.A.D Rhythms is what?
M.A.D Rhythms stands for Making a Difference Dancing Rhythms. And it's just I use tap dance to make a difference in my community.
But you do shows, you got classes, you do it all.
Yeah, well, we started out as a volunteer thing I used to do with the kids that evolved into a professional company, and then we started the school, and then we started doing we started the M.A.D Rhythms Tap Academy. Then we started doing the Chicago Tap Summit, an annual festival where tap dancers come from all over the world to our neighborhood to come dance and share a rhythm with us. And we do a lot of stuff in the community, man. We got programs with After School Matters, After School All-Stars. We got programs in Inglewood. We got programs in North Lawndale. So
West Side, South Side, you all over?
South Side, yeah. A lot of those areas where our youth are having the most statistical problems.
I call you Mr. Barrett, but Bril, you're a young man. How long you been tap dancing, man?
Well, my kids gotta call me Mr. Barrett too. They have to learn that respect. But nah, yeah, man. I'm 35. I've been tap dancing for 30 years now.
For 30 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you know, I would say if a lot of our young people, if they were tap dancing, they wouldn't be gangbanging.
Well, you know what?
You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be on the streets slinging drugs.
Yes, sir. A couple of years back, we were doing the show, and a lady came up to me, and it was when my professional company, a lot of them were kids, and she saw all the kids on the wood, and she said, "It's so good to see boys banging on the wood instead of gang banging." And I was like, "Wow." I never had quite.
Well, because we have so many young men. We know the women are cool. You got some girls dancing now. Oh, but you say you have some young boys dancing too,
man,
right?
You have to come through and catch my beginner class, man.
You don't have 48-year-olds dancing, do you?
Not yet. You know, I got a class called
You can't help these. I got 2 left feet. That's 1 left foot. I got 2. You couldn't get me to tap dance because
I believe that anybody can do this. It's just an expression of the rhythm that you have within you. And some people you got to dig deeper than others, but it's there.
But how long does it take to learn how to tap? There's a couple of moves.
You know what? It depends. It depends, man. Some people start out and 12 weeks later they can make something happen rhythmically, and some people 5 years in and they still trying to figure it out.
That sounds like me 5 years in. But if a church wanted you to come in and do a tap lesson for the church, you do that.
Yeah.
If a public school say, you know, we got some detention, we got some kids in detention. Instead of sitting around in detention, you go to a public school and you do tap dance instead of detention.
And I'll work them out.
You do tap dance instead of detention. Instead of people sitting around, you got a study hall kids that's sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
You come in and do a tap dance lesson.
Man, like as far as churches go, you know, there's some people that have different mentalities about what's acceptable and what's praising and all that.
Right.
I tell people when I'm tap dancing, that's when I'm closest with God. So as far as the things, being able to go into a church and show my love and show my inspiration and through the rhythms I do, anytime. As far as schools, I love a crack at the kids because a lot of times they just haven't been exposed to the right thing. You keep throwing stuff at them, something's gonna stick.
But can tap release people's creativity?
All the time, like especially when it's taught correctly. You know, there's a lot of people in dance schools and they learn steps and they learn how to copy the teacher, and that's the extent of it. And then they never know the beauty of how far they can take it if they take those rhythms and make them their own.
Because what I'm saying, I know some students are even, you know, I don't care if you're 15 or 55, you may be kind of shy. The tap may bring out that shyness.
Yeah, a lot of times. It's kind of like when people see Michael Jackson, when they saw Michael Jackson, and he was just this real quiet, shy-looking guy, but on stage, he exploded as an entertainer. Any art form can do that for you, and tap is one of those that, if you look at a lot of the legends and the greats of tap, you know, these are our elders, and they were out there putting it down when most people think, when I show these clips of Dr. Jimmy Slide or of Peg Leg Bates or of, you know, any clips like that to my kids, they say, that looked like my granddaddy up there dancing.
Wow.
And I say, yeah, you never imagined your granddad could be doing something like this, but when you have something that you have a passion for and a love for, you do it until the day you can't.
And you said there was who were the guys that got you to tap when you were a kid?
Oh, when I got started, my first 3 teachers, and it's Ted Levy, Carlton Smith, and then Mr. Taps. And Mr. Taps was actually a street performer. And I met him in the subway. I had already knew a little something.
Mr. Taps.
Mr. Taps. But he taught me how to perform and make money from this art form.
Wow.
So every teacher I had gave me a little something that I just added into that gumbo and made up who I am and what I am
So
today.
we're not too far from King High School, Walter Dyett. We're not too far, if you will, from Dunbar, way up the street. It don't matter what school, DeSable's up the street. Schools, churches, community organizations. They should bring Mr. Barrett in to show them how to do the tap.
Yeah.
And especially these after-school programs, we got a lot of wayward youth. They don't have to be wayward. You can be showing them tap instead of running around in the street all crazy.
And the beautiful part about it is, as they're learning tap, the way I teach it, they have to learn the history behind it. And that history makes a lot of our youth a little bit more appreciative and a little bit more understanding of the greatness that they come from and the greatness that they can aspire to. You know, the history of tap is, it's a lot of anger, it's a lot of pain, it's a lot of suffering, but throughout all of that, being able to dance and express yourself is how people got through it. And that's the lesson that I tell all my kids, man. This dance can free you in a lot of ways.
So we need to come on down to 47th. Hey, where we at? 47th the King Drive.
The King.
You're at 4655, right?
Yeah.
40, right on the corner. My car right down the street. Come on down. Tell them, don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
It's beautiful Saturday. Come on down. That's right. I'm gonna show them a little tap. Well, I'll show them some tap while you do. We're gonna put them tap shoes on.
Yeah.
Let's go in there and put some tap shoes on.